Well, why did they bring JAX back? Is JAX just going to be there to get under Tom Sandoval's skin?
Lala's firing on all cylinders.
Mhm.
James is firing on all cylinders. Like, it's a pretty tight cast of.
I don't know what I think about the new love of her life. I feel like it's a little too much, too fast. And if you're all too stupid to know, Charli was good. And I hope that she comes back next season. That's all I'm saying.
I had her on my podcast.
As Wendy Williams used to say, I'm watching with the side eye.
Listen, when Wendy Williams speaks, you listen, Ronnie.
It kind of makes you want to root for him. So I think Tom Sandoval is very smart post what it has happened. I'm not giving him the pass on what he did. I'm saying he's like taking it on the chin and moving forward. His podcast, he's not that bad. Do you think they brought? Well, why did they bring JAX back? Is JAX just going to be there to get under Tom Sandoval's skin? And is JAX? This is my latest little prediction. He's gonna also say, "Come on, everybody! Ariana wasn't really like connected to this relationship." I feel like that's why did they bring him back? I don't know.
And let's make a footnote that I don't think JAX is like back. I mean, he's not in the cast photo. I think JAX is back. 1 episode, 3 episodes. I don't think this is a real. I mean, and I'm not saying that to you. I think I'm saying it to like a lot of people that I don't think he's back. I think he's sprinkled in there, which good for him. There was a paycheck. Yeah, I think it was to confront Tom. And there's also this scene that was in the trailer I saw somewhere where it's him and Lisa are sitting down to break the fourth wall. And Lisa's like, you said this was your damn show, sweetie. Like, let's pull you back from that. Yeah. You're fired now. It ain't your show. So I think they brought him back to like have this conversation with the big boss, Lisa Vanderpump, and to kind of comfort Tom and maybe even be on Tom's side. So I think we're going to see a little sprinkling of JAX, but I don't really think this is like the resurgence of JAX in this group. It could be. Like, I don't know why. I mean, I just don't think they need him. Lala's firing on all cylinders. James is firing on all cylinders. Like, it's a pretty tight cast of mostly OGs-ish.
Yeah.
That I don't really think they need JAX.
And honestly, I said some stuff in terms of like Ariana walking on water, but I think Ariana is still very cool. And it always gets just challenging though, when you succeed so much on the basis of what had happened. The only thing that makes her a little bit different is that she, at least she's been saying on the show for years and years and years, and I believe it to be true, she was a performer. So it's always that hard thing when you think like, oh my gosh, there's so many people out there wanting to get that big break on Broadway, and now she's going to get it. So you're kind of like washing it off as like, a reality scandal is what got her the gig. But she really is a performer, and she really is an entertainer. So part of me is really excited to see that transition. Do I think, I don't know what I think about the new love of her life. I feel like it's a little too much, too fast. So I wouldn't say I'm 50-50 with Ariana. I'm just watching with as Wendy Williams used to say, I'm watching with the side eye.
Listen, when Wendy Williams speaks, you listen, Ronnie.
Yes. And you as well, David, behind the velvet rope. This is my last thing, and then we'll be done here. You said, the show doesn't need JAX. And we talk about like who, this one's firing on all cylinders. So is this one. So it's like the question, like, who should come to the show? Do we want to see Kristen, spinoff, whatever? Okay. Insanely unpopular opinion. But I stand 10 toes down and say that damn Charli should have been on the season. I love Charli. She's got the hot fiance. Charli had a little bit of we talked about Paige, like a don't give a care kind of vibe, even though that's part of your business and your brand. I don't know why Charli never worked. And I do not like, David, when social media makes it like she was insignificant, because she wasn't. If you're all too stupid to know, Charli was good. And I hope that she comes back next season. That's all I'm saying.
I had her on my podcast. When I had her on, just to your point, the first time I had her on, I've had her on more than once. The first time I had her on, which was her first season, I was like, no offense to her, but like, I'm not overly excited about this interview. You know what I mean? Like, she was new. Oh my God, she came on and she talked about the Mean Girls, Stassi and Kristen. It went viral. It was like, oh wow. I'm like, and that's when I was like, don't ever judge a book by its cover or underestimate someone. This is major.
Yeah. I've always liked her, and I typically don't love the, you're a newer cast member, a younger cast member, and you come in, you're gonna light the room on fire. I usually don't like that, but with Charli, I did. With Charli, I did. I said, "Oh, there's something different here." So I'm a little bummed Vanderpump didn't really grab that. Lisa Vanderpump, you're gonna get this 11th season, sure, but let's get that 12th season and let's get Charli in there. And talking about what we said a second ago, Paige, she had or cast members in general, but we were talking about Paige's Summer House. It's different when you say, yeah, I ain't doing the show. Like, you have an empowerment about your life. Everyone else they will sell everything up the river to be on the show. And it's kind of cool to see somebody step away. I think she stepped away. I don't think she was let go. I think she stepped away.
Hey, Ronnie Jr.